Here are 25 of the best LEGO games you can play right now, covering PS5, PC, Switch, and more. Let's get into it. Starting things off at number 1, LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is hands down the best LEGO game released in years and easily one of the top titles of 2026. Available on PS5, PC, and Xbox Series, it plays like a lighter version of the Arkham games while covering virtually every era of Batman history. The open-world Gotham looks stunning, combat feels genuinely satisfying, and the amount of content packed into this game is remarkable for a LEGO title. Coming in at number 2, what LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga accomplished was pretty much redefine what a LEGO game could be. Covering all 9 mainline Star Wars films across a massive open galaxy, this one gave players real third-person shooter sections, deeper combat, and an enormous roster of characters to collect. Whether you are a lifelong Star Wars fan or just someone looking for a great action game, this one delivers from start to finish. LEGO City Undercover earns its spot at number 3 because it still holds up as one of the most unique and entertaining LEGO games ever made. Think GTA, but built entirely out of bricks and designed to be fun for absolutely everyone. You play as undercover cop Chase McCain, tracking down a criminal mastermind across a huge open-world city. The humor is sharp, the variety of gameplay is impressive, and the world feels genuinely alive. At number 4, LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 improves on everything the original set up and delivers one of the most content-rich superhero games in the franchise. With over 150 playable characters from across the Marvel Universe, including some seriously deep cuts, and a story that pits heroes and villains together against Kang the Conqueror, this one has massive replay value. The open world hub is colorful, exploration is rewarding, and co-op makes it even better. The 5th game on this list is the LEGO Harry Potter Collection, which bundles together both years 1 through 4 and years 5 through 7 into one complete package. Spanning the entire Wizarding World saga, this collection is packed with puzzles, secrets, and charm that makes it feel like one of the most complete LEGO experiences available. Whether you are revisiting the series or playing it for the first time, it is hard not to love every single moment of it. Number 6 goes to LEGO DC Supervillains, which flips the usual superhero game formula on its head by putting you in charge of the bad guys. You create your own custom villain and team up with fan favorites like Joker and Harley Quinn to expose an evil version of the Justice League. The writing is clever, the character creator gives you a ton of options, and the overall tone of the game strikes a perfect balance between absurd humor and genuine DC fan service. Sliding in at number 7, the original LEGO Marvel Superheroes remains a fan favorite, and honestly, one of the most beloved entries in the entire franchise. With a roster of over 180 Marvel characters and a story that spans from the streets of Manhattan all the way to space, it is an absolute blast to play through. Even years after release, it holds up remarkably well, and finding it at a discount today makes it one of the best value LEGO games you can grab right now. The 8th pick is LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures, which takes you through all 3 classic Indiana Jones films and nails the sense of adventure that made those movies so iconic. The puzzle design is creative, the platforming sections feel great, and the humor throughout fits perfectly with the source material. If you have ever wanted to explore those classic movie moments in brick form, this is exactly the game that delivers that experience in the best possible way. Number 9 on this list is LEGO The Lord of the Rings, which remains one of the most atmospheric and surprisingly heartfelt LEGO games ever created. Using actual voice lines pulled directly from the Peter Jackson films, this one has a cinematic quality that most other entries in the franchise simply do not have. The open-world Middle-earth map is genuinely fun to explore, and the variety of gameplay across the different LOTR locations keeps things fresh throughout. At number 10, LEGO Jurassic World lets you play through all 4 films in the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World saga. And the real highlight here is that you can actually play as the dinosaurs. That alone sets it apart from most other LEGO titles. The levels are cleverly designed around the iconic moments from each film. The humor lands consistently, and the sheer number of playable characters, including the dinos, makes the replay value genuinely impressive. Coming in at number 11, LEGO Worlds is the franchise's answer to sandbox building games, and it does a genuinely solid job of giving players a massive open space to explore and create. You discover procedurally generated worlds, unlock new biomes, and collect tools that let you reshape entire landscapes brick by brick. It is much more freeform than the story-driven LEGO games, which makes it a nice change of pace if you want something more creative and open-ended.
The 12th game is LEGO 2K Drive, which brings a proper racing game experience to the franchise and pulls it off better than most people expected. Set in the colorful open world of Bricklandia, you build and customize your own car from LEGO bricks and race across multiple different terrain types. The vehicle customization is genuinely deep. The open world is fun to explore, and both online and split-screen multiplayer give it strong long-term replay value. LEGO Bricktales earns the number 13 spot as one of the most creatively interesting LEGO games to come out in years. Unlike most other entries in the franchise, this one is built almost entirely around hands-on brick building puzzles, where you physically assemble structures to solve problems. It runs across multiple beautifully crafted biome environments, and the satisfying tactile feel of placing each brick correctly makes it unlike anything else in the LEGO gaming library. At number 14, LEGO Marvel's Avengers focuses specifically on the events of the first two Avengers films and brings actual voice performances from the original cast into the mix. That alone gives it a different feel from other LEGO games in the Marvel lineup. The gameplay loop of switching between Avengers and using each hero's unique abilities to solve puzzles and beat up enemies is consistently fun, and the roster of unlockable characters is impressively wide. Number 15 is the LEGO Ninjago movie video game, which adapts the animated film and brings the fast-paced ninja combat that the Ninjago series is known for into a solid action game format. The wall running, high jumping, and combo-based fighting feel noticeably more dynamic than the average LEGO title. If you or someone in your household is a Ninjago fan, this one is a genuine must-play that holds up well even compared to newer entries in the franchise. Coming in at 16, LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes was genuinely ahead of its time when it launched, and it still plays exceptionally well today. It was one of the first LEGO games to feature full voice acting and an open-world Gotham City to explore freely, which felt like a massive deal at the time. The DC superhero roster is solid. The banter between Batman and Superman carries a lot of the game's humor, and the overall scope of it still impresses. The 17th game is LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, which expands the DC universe in a way the previous entries did not by taking the action off Earth and into space. You get access to dozens of DC characters spread across different planets and satellite locations, with the Lantern Corps playing a central role in the story. The level variety is strong, the humor is on point, and it remains one of the better superhero-themed LEGO games available across all platforms. At number 18, LEGO Dimensions was a genuinely ambitious Toys to Life crossover game that brought together franchises like DC, Lord of the Rings, Back to the Future, Doctor Who, and many more into one wild adventure. While the physical toy aspect is no longer being supported, the game itself remains a remarkable achievement in crossover content and fan service. Finding a starter pack secondhand gives you access to one of the most unique and creative LEGO gaming experiences ever produced. Number 19 goes to LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, which arrived before the Skywalker Saga and impressed players with its cinematic presentation and multi-build gameplay mechanic that let you assemble objects in multiple different ways. The game follows the events of Episode 7 closely and includes exclusive story content not shown in the film. It still holds up as a fun Star Wars LEGO experience, especially if you want something that feels more tightly focused than the massive Skywalker Saga package. LEGO The Incredibles lands at number 20 as one of the more underrated entries in the entire franchise. Covering both the original Incredibles film and its sequel, the game nails the superhero family dynamic and gives each family member distinct abilities that make gameplay feel genuinely varied. Metroville is a fun open-world hub to explore. The humor matches the tone of the films perfectly, and the whole package feels like a love letter to one of Pixar's best properties. The 21st game is LEGO Builder's Journey, which stands out as one of the most artistic and emotionally resonant LEGO games ever made. Developed by Light Brick Studio rather than TT Games, it tells a wordless story about a parent and child through minimalist brick building puzzles. The visual design is breathtaking,
The soundtrack is meditative, and the whole experience feels genuinely unlike anything else in the LEGO gaming catalog. Coming in at 22, LEGO Brawls is the franchise's take on platform fighting games, offering chaotic 4-player brawling action across colorful LEGO-themed arenas. You can build your own custom minifig fighter from a wide range of LEGO themes, including Ninjago, Castle, and Space, then take them online or into local multiplayer. It isn't the deepest fighting game ever made, but as a casual and endlessly replayable party game, it fills its role really well. Number 23 is LEGO Party, which launched in late 2025 and immediately won the Family Game of the Year award at the DICE Awards. Developed by SMG Studio, it is a board game-style party experience for up to 4 players, inspired by classic LEGO themes like Pirates, Space, and Ninjago. With over 60 unique mini-games and a progression system built around collecting studs, it is exactly the kind of couch multiplayer game that everyone in the house can enjoy together. At number 24, LEGO Voyagers is a newer co-op-focused title designed specifically as a 2-player experience where each person controls their own LEGO brick character, navigating through a series of beautifully constructed brick biomes. The puzzle design is clever, the cooperative mechanics require actual teamwork, and the laid-back cozy tone makes it a perfect pick for playing with a partner or a younger sibling. It is one of the freshest ideas to come out of the LEGO gaming space in recent years. Rounding out the list at number 25, LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga is a classic compilation that brings together LEGO Star Wars and LEGO Star Wars 2, covering all 6 original and prequel trilogy films in one package. It is one of the games that defined what LEGO video games could be, and it absolutely holds up today as a fun and nostalgic experience. For anyone who grew up with these games, revisiting the complete saga on modern hardware is pure comfort gaming at its finest.